So let's remember how the unit circle works. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to have a point or an angle, you have an angle that will intersect with the unit circle at a point. And that point has an x value and a y value. And so if you are finding, and then also your r, your radius here is 1, and that's what's so cool about the unit circle, is that the radius is 1. So when you're finding the sine of your angle, sine is the y value over the radius, and since your radius is 1, we can put a 1 there, so it's really just the y value. Okay, because that triangle there, the y value is the opposite side of our triangle, so the y value can be used for sine. Well, the unit circle is awesome because the radius is 1, so you don't have to divide by anything. However, you're not always going to be on the unit circle. So sometimes you might just be on a point in the coordinate plane. So maybe you are right here, and it's not necessarily that r is the 1. The radius isn't going to be 1, but maybe the radius is just r. We have some x and y value. And so if I'm trying to find the sine of that angle, I'm going to take the opposite, which is y still, over the radius. And then if I'm trying to find cosine, I'm going to take x over the radius, and then tangent will be y over x. The cosecant will be the reciprocal, secant will be the reciprocal, and cotangent will be the reciprocal. So basically it works just like the unit circle, only now we actually have to divide by r because r isn't going to be 1. So let's look at our next page to see this in action. Alright, so here we go. We have a point. So we'll draw our xy axis, and it's always nice to have a picture to be able to look at and follow. And so let's see, -3, +4. So we've got that point right there. I'll draw my side of my angle. The angle is right here. We don't know what it is. We don't really care what it is right now. But I'm trying to find all 6 trig functions of this. So I can create my triangle. And this would be 3, -3, and this would be 4. And so then to be able to find sine, cosine, and tangent, I need to find the hypotenuse. So I use my Pythagorean theorem to do that. And this will be the hypotenuse squared, and if I do all my math, I get 25 equals the hypotenuse squared, so the hypotenuse equals 5. Okay, so now I can go ahead and do all the math. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosecant is the reciprocal. Cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Secant is the reciprocal. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. Cotangent is the reciprocal. And we're done with that problem. So basically the idea is when you're given a point, graph the point, set up your triangle, label your sides, find your third side, and then go ahead and do your function.